Do you know the top 10 rare discoveries in Antarctica? Have you ever seen Antarctica have access to a hole in another world? 98% of Antarctica is covered by ice and snow. In recent years, Antarctica, for some mysterious reason, started to melt faster. To reveal the truth about Antarctica, this issue of the Eye of Science, we will take stock of the 10 rarest discoveries in Antarctica. Please press like, comment, and subscribe. Let's find out. The 10th Antarctic Pyramid in recent years. With the advance of technology and further exploration of Antarctica, some eye-catching images and data are gradually emerging. Recent satellite images have revealed, in Antarctica, there are several pyramidal-like objects standing. From the initial blurry satellite images, emerging outline, the shape that gradually became clear in the field investigation. These structures exhibit a unique geometry, features and regular shape, and the pyramid in traditional cognition. The similarities are striking. This 2-kilometer-wide pyramid, it may be the oldest pyramid in the world. For this discovery, science fair, there was lively discussion and in-depth research. Some scholars maintain that these structural problems may be natural, strange product of geological processes, shaped by long years and extreme environments, formed what looks like a pyramid today. However, there are also points of view. This could be a mysterious relic left behind by an ancient civilization. If this guess holds true, will completely overturn our understanding of Antarctica. History and human civilization. Developmental cognition. 9th place. Desolation. Antarctica has always been desolate. Symbol of silence. But you know what? In Antarctica, there was a big block of ice. It's playing a beautiful movement in its own way. Speaking of ice shelves in Antarctica, the Screw Ice Shelf is the most eye-catching. It's the largest ice shelf in the world, covering an area of 500,000 square kilometers. It's hundreds of meters thick. Using seismic sensors to study the Antarctic ice sheet, when scientists accidentally discovered Song of Antarctica, researchers have found that wind blowing on a screw ice shelf, it creates an uneasy melody, and it sent shivers down the spine. So why is this kind of concert so bleak? As the wind blows across the ice sheet, the vibration frequency of the surface is very low. Therefore, the human ear cannot hear this sound. Therefore, scientists can only using seismic sensors to listen. Sad music. Recently, scientists have discovered that this kind of music will follow the sky due to changes in climate. With the help of this discovery, scientists' research on Antarctica upgraded a stage, and that's by listening to his murmur. To track the stability and susceptibility of ice shelves in real time, the 8th place blood falls in our impression. Antarctica is a vast white ice sheet. But in fact, its color is not only white. In 1911, explorers went to Antarctica, found a waterfall of blood pouring from Taylor Glacier. Such an inappropriate color instantly attracted the attention of explorers. Everyone is wondering. The average annual temperature in Antarctica, all above -25 degrees Celsius. So how do flowing waterfalls form? And why is it a rare red waterfall? People used to think that red dates are the cause of red. But a study in the Journal of Glaciology revealed that show the truth. Scientists use radar scans. The ice from which the waterfall originated. I actually found an end under the Taylor Glacier. Whole underground lake. This lake has existed for 1 million years. It is filled with salt water with extremely high iron content. Rich in iron. Iron comes into contact with air and undergoes an oxidation reaction to form iron oxide. Show red. Since the freezing point of salt water is lower than that of pure water, and it releases heat when it freezes, it keeps the ice melting. Make the river flow. When the lake water erupts from the glacier, so as to spew bloody waterfalls, it has to be amazing. In the extreme cold of the ice, there is actually red flowing water. In fact, Antarctica, there are more secrets we don't know. 7th place. Rainforests in Antarctica, according to a core sample survey. Discovering Antarctica, now covered in ice. 90 million years ago, in the Middle Bay. It's a tropical forest. This place of extreme cold, a very different past indeed. Go back to the distant Baiji period. The geographical location and climatic conditions of Antarctica, it's very different today. At that time, Antarctica is located in a warmer zone closer to the equator. A warm climate. Enough sunlight and proper atmospheric circulation. together for the formation of tropical rainforests, create ideal environmental conditions. In that period, all kinds of animals and plants are here, on a vibrant land, thrive. However, as the Earth's plates move and continents drift, as Antarctica moves away from the equator, reduced solar radiation received, the temperature started to drop. It was warm. The humid climate gradually becomes cold and dry, and turned Antarctica into what it is today. We see the world frozen in ice and snow. And this discovery reminds us that the Earth's climate system is complex and variable. Of course, human-induced climate change. It can also have unpredictable consequences. 6th place Antarctic nitride 2011. On Seymour Island, not far from the coast of the Antarctic continent, researchers stumbled across a faint object. And his true identity. They're baffling them. This object is about 28 centimeters long, about 18 centimeters wide. He's estimated to be 66 million years old. After nearly 10 years of being shelved, University of Texas at Austin, researchers at the campus confirmed the object is a giant soft-shelled egg. This is the first fossil egg from Antarctica. It is also the largest soft-shell egg ever discovered, second only to the size of an extinct bird's egg. Scientists believe that this egg may be made of an ancient marine lizard called stone don. Because they are nearby, fossils of juvenile and adult lithodon have been found. But the huge size and fragile eggshell shows the unique reproductive adaptability of stone don. Scientists are still investigating. This ancient reptile survived on land. It's underwater. Incubation, of course, these are just guesses. What animal did he hatch from? But that remains to be seen. The 5th place is the sunken ship Kenshin. In the long history of polar exploration, the Stoic incident is undoubtedly a fascinating one. Purpose Chapter 1914. Endurance Hiroshi was led by explorer Shackleton, sailing to Antarctica, but something happened in the Weddell Sea. The cold water rapidly freezes over. Siege Nobu tightly. Can't move. Facing a sudden dilemma. Shackleton has shown exceptional leadership. With ships trapped and eventually silenced, he commanded his men decisively to wheeze, surviving on the battlefield. Team members are exposed to extreme conditions and cold. Hunger and despair are fighting to the death. After a long wait and a difficult journey, the turnaround they finally ushered in. All survived. A recent expedition. In the Weddell Sea off the coast of Antarctica, the remains of the sunken rapist were found. The remains of this ship, well preserved by frozen seawater. From the perspective of scientific exploration, the experience of Endurance Hiroshi, great abundance, rich in our understanding of Antarctica's harsh environment, understanding of extreme climate conditions, on the human spiritual level. The Kim Yong-ho incident highlights the resilience of human beings, the quality of the will to move forward. The 4th largest meteorite. Countless meteorites have been found on Earth. However, the meteorites that fell in Antarctica, more rocks than all the other continents combined. It's a remarkable thing. Actually, meteorites can fall anywhere on Earth. These space rocks. Stone is a relic of the early solar system. However, Antarctica has unique conditions. Make it one of the hotspots for the discovery of meteorites. Due to his unique environment, makes it easier to find rocks in Antarctica. Due to the lack of Earth rocks in much of the continent. So these meteorites from outer space. It stands out in Antarctica. During an Antarctic expedition in December 2022, researchers used satellite imagery to guide the discovery of Antarctica. One of the largest meteorites weighs a staggering 16.8 pounds. However, weight is not the most important factor in evaluating meteorites. What's more important is what they do, carrying information about the universe and valuable information on the formation of the solar system. 3rd place Antarctic volcano. Do you think the mountains of Antarctica? It's all icebergs. But what I'm going to tell you is, although Antarctica has a cold climate, but there are volcanoes. 4 fires have been discovered on Ross Island in Antarctica. The existence of mountains, except for Mount Erebus. The other 3 volcanoes are dormant. In the past 30 years, volcanic activity on Mount Erebus is gradually increasing. Mount Erebus is definitely an incredible natural phenomenon. It's the highest volcano in the world. Up to 3,800 meters, it is the 2nd highest mountain in Antarctica. It's been 1.30 million years. He keeps spewing lava outwards. Due to the distance and high risk, scientists are rarely able to go to Mount Erebus to explore research. But in 2013, a team of scientists successfully climbed the volcano. April 23, 2024. Mount Erebus is spewing gold dust. It contains approximately 80 grams of gold. So you want to go to Mount Erebus? Gather gold and get rich? Number 2, frozen bacteria. The biggest danger in Antarctica isn't melting ice. Scientists have discovered something in the Antarctic ice. Harmful bacteria. These bacteria are very ancient. Some even date back 420,000 years. These bacteria have unique adaptations, able to survive and multiply in harsh conditions. However, researchers are not yet certain. Does this represent a normal ecosystem? Therefore, their potential harm has to be considered. Due to the extremely delicate ecological balance of Antarctica. Therefore, the emergence of new bacterial species, it is likely to disrupt the original ecological chain. It's affecting the local flora and fauna. Secondly, if these bacteria somehow spread to other regions. Maybe yes, global ecological and human health risks. Due to its long-term evolution under ice, may have specific drug resistance or pathogenicity. It poses challenges to the existing medical and epidemic prevention system. Facing this discovery, the international scientific community took prompt action, enhanced monitoring and research efforts in Antarctica to prevent the spread of bacteria caused by human activities. But scientists are still unsure. Will the melting of glaciers release these bacteria? Perhaps the global warming we are ignoring will gradually open this Pandora's box. The first place was frozen in the early 1980s. The C-130 crew was in. Multiple missions were flown over Antarctica. Their main job is to transport the research station, goods or people. One day they got a job. Emergency transportation of injured scientists head to Camp Davis. Due to time constraints, we must try our best to follow the nearest course. However, the best flight path is through the no-fly zone. But the patient was dying. Crew members can only make exceptions. However, they actually discovered a shocking secret. In the no-fly zone, they saw a huge hole. It's about 90 meters in diameter. It has lots of orbits all around it. They're all going down inside the cave. This puzzled everyone. Why is there so much freezing here? Why is this a no-fly zone? After they successfully transported the injured to their destination, he was summoned to the commander's office. The officer addressed them in a serious tone. You didn't see anything. You haven't flown there. You will no longer discuss that area. All crew members know this is an order. And they said yes. After this, they were grounded for 2 months. As for what secrets are hidden there, unknown. Do you think he will be the way to the entrance to another world?